In this video, you will know exactly how to create highly engaging images to post on LinkedIn by leveraging ChatGPT's newest image model. You can do this as an affiliate or as any type of business. Right here, we have a minimalistic workflow where not only it can create the image, but we are also deep researching the topic, create the post, and then the images will complement the content that we post on LinkedIn, and its main job is to entice people to click through to a landing page. So what we have here is a trigger, and then it's going to pull the topic information from a Google Sheet. It's going to use Perplexity's deep research model to research the content, and then it's going to create a social media post to go on LinkedIn. And we can create the image based on the content that we have created. The best part about this workflow is that we also have a human supervision checkpoint in the middle where we can check the quality of the work before posting them live on LinkedIn. Finally, we have a system where we can upload the content to LinkedIn, update the Google Sheet, and get a message saying that it's complete. By the way, you can download this free template to use in your workflow simply by checking out the first link in the description. Right here, we have a trigger. And the second node is our Google Sheet. All we have here is 4 columns. We have topics, content URL, call to action, and completion status. And the workflow will go inside the Google Sheet to pull the topic information. It's going to pull only the row with the completion status set to no. So if we hit test step, it will be grabbing this topic about YouTube partnership program, and we can see that output right here. The next node would be the Perplexity Deep Research Agent, and for this, we are using a HTTP request. For this, I have also added a curl command that you can easily copy and paste and import that into your HTTP request. Simply click on import curl and then paste that command right in here. The only thing that you need to add is your API key. Scroll all the way down on the bottom. The other thing you need to change is the prompt. You are a professional researcher that can analyze the input and research the topic. And please research interesting angles and actionable things people can do regarding this topic. And we can map our topic from our Google Sheet. Hit test step. The HTTP request will do its job to research the content and gives us an output. There you go. Here is our output. We have our citations and our main content. The next thing we need to do is to reference that research information and turn that into a social media post. So right here, we have an OpenAI writing agent. We will use text as the resource. For the model, we're using ChatGPT. And in the prompt area, we're using expression. And simply, you can paste this prompt right in here. What we are basically saying is to let the AI reference the researched data. And I want you to write a social media post that's short, concise, and its main job is to get people to read the first line and then the second line, and eventually lead them to clicking on a landing page. And here we have referenced our landing page, which we grabbed from our Google Sheet, which is the content URL. So for this example, we have this topic about YouTube partnership program, and we want to create a engaging post with the image, and that will lead people to this landing page where they can interact with the content. So right here, I have also added words that the AI should not use so that the social media post doesn't feel like it's AI written. And I have also added this particular prompt saying, please add about 7% misspellings and improper grammar to appear more human written. Because AI is never perfect, if you write something that's too perfect, people can tell. So let's just be more casual about it and write it in a way that you would as a person. So now let's hit test. ChatGPT will research the topic, and write us a social media post. Okay, the writing agent has completed writing the social media post, which is right here. You can see that it has also added the URL to the content. All right, let's go back to our canvas. Now, the next thing we do is to add a human revision checkpoint to make sure that our social media post is good enough to go live. And I have another video going over exactly how to set up the human in the loop checkpoint. And I will leave that video right here. But for this video, we're not going to cover this as much, but simply the content will get passed through our Telegram Messenger, where the user can preview the content to either approve or reject the content. If the content is rejected, it will rewrite the content and pass through this whole workflow again until it gets approval. Once the content is approved, it will move on to the image generation. Now, the image generation step is very important, and I have left a curl command which you can copy and import into this HTTP request. It will automatically populate all the fields that you need in order to make this node fully functional. The only thing you need to change is your API key and your prompt. So to import a curl command, just in case you missed it in the beginning of the video, all you have to do is click on import curl. And right here is where you will paste in the curl command, which you can copy in the first link in the description. So scroll all the way down in the body content type. Once everything has populated, all you are adding is the image model, which is ChatGPT image 1, and our prompt and the image size. Inside the prompt, we're telling the AI to reference the social media post and create a visually engaging image that's main job is to get people to click on to the landing page. So if we hit test, the one thing that I forgot to mention is that before we get to the image generation, we first have to approve the content. So we have received a message inside our Telegram app. Here's our content draft. Okay, and we can hit respond, and we can open up this prompt. We can simply say, yes, I approve this. And when we submit this, the workflow will continue to the image generation. Okay, now we have the image created. However, this is a B64 JSON file, and we cannot use this. So what we have to do is to convert the B64 JSON into an image file that we can download. And that's also called a binary file. So what we can do is to add a conversion node where we have to convert the B64 string into a file. So right here in the setup, we're basically dragging the B64 input field as a fixed value. So all we have to do is grab the 64 JSON schema and drag that right in here. And for the output field, we will use data so that it can reference the binary file. And for the output file in the field, we will use data as the default. So when we hit test step, it's going to create an actual image that we can view. So if we hit view, and there is our image. Now the next thing we need to do is to append that image to our Telegram app. So if you are traveling, if you are out about, you can simply receive a message on your phone, open up the app, and see if you liked the image or not. So let's open up our Telegram app. Right here, all you have to do is add in your chat ID, and assuming that you have your Telegram account connected. And for the operation, we're using send photo as the operation. And you will toggle binary file. And this will upload that image file right onto your Telegram Messenger app. For the input field, we will reference data right here in the input field. And for the reply markup, just leave it as none. And now when we hit test, we are going to receive that image right inside our app. And there you go. This is our image. So now that we have our image and we have our social media post, everything looks good. And the next step is to upload the content to LinkedIn. Assuming that you already have your account set up, if you are posting as an organization, you will create a LinkedIn page as a business, and you will paste in your organization URL. You will paste in your organization URN. To get this number, this is exactly how to do it. Once you log into your LinkedIn account, go to your page, and you can grab the URN number right here. It's the number between company and admin. That's your number. So copy that and paste that number right in here. In the text field, you will map the social media post that you have generated. What you want to do is reference and map the content from the set node and not from the writing agent. Because in the set node will receive the revised content. Let's say if the content was rejected and rewritten, and the set node will receive that revised content right in here. And you want to pass that content, if it's approved, onto the LinkedIn post. For the media category, we will use image. So click on the drop-down list and select image. For the media category, we're using an image. So click on the drop-down list and we will select image. Now, if we hit test, you should be able to grab the image, grab the content, and post that on LinkedIn. But we are receiving an error in the output. It's basically saying that it's expecting a binary file from the node before, and it's not finding it. Now let's go back to our canvas. And this is something that we need to talk about. In N8N, there's an issue where if the node is expecting a binary file, that file literally has to be in front of that node right here before that. It cannot reference a binary file 2 nodes ago or 3 nodes ago. So what we want to do here is to modify this workflow. We're simply rearranging the Telegram message later down the process. What we want to do is right after we convert the B64 JSON to a image file, binary file, what we want to do is connect that right into our LinkedIn node. And we can add our Telegram message right after that. Or we can even add it to the completion node. But for this example, we're going to just delete this and we're going to connect the LinkedIn node to our Google Sheet update so that once the content has been uploaded to LinkedIn, it's going to update the Google Sheet and it's going to send us a completion message. Open up our LinkedIn, and what we're basically saying is to reference the set node. We can go to schema. So we're going to grab the revision content from the set node right in here. And if it's red, all you got to do is change the item to first. Now it's referencing that content. Same thing in the title field. What we want to do is come all the way down here and drag the topic handlebar right in here. If it's red, change the item to first. Go back to Canvas. Now, if we run the test, you should be able to reference that binary file from the node before and also add the content to the post. So if we hit test, and now our output is successful. Now, if we go inside our LinkedIn account, we should be able to see this post right here. So if we go into our LinkedIn account, we can see that our content has been generated. Here's our post. Here's our landing page URL, which we can click through to get to the page. This is the page where the user can interact with the app. For this example, they're just seeing if their day job earnings can exceed their YouTube earnings, or vice versa. We don't just want to randomly create images using AI. What we want to do is make something structured, something helpful. And we're using this workflow to research the topic, create the post, and create a relevant images that's designed for people to click through to a landing page. And we can post that on LinkedIn. And this is exactly how easy it is to create a highly engaging image along with a post to go on LinkedIn. You can do this as an affiliate to sell affiliate products. And if you have enjoyed this tutorial and you want to know how to add another human in the loop checkpoint to check the quality of the image or to revise them, be sure to watch this one next.